Hello, everyone. Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada at the historic Thomas and Mack Center. I'm Scott Jordan alongside Keaton Stewart and Aiden Young, where 8 Monster Jam superstars will compete for the overall event championship. 4 competitions tonight to crown our winner, Soldier, Fortune, and Gravedigger on top of the pod. As we take a look at our lineup, Weston Anderson, Elvis Linus, Bernard Light, Caleb Blood, Dalton Winder, Travis Mowry, Zach Jensen, and David Olford, all in the running for the event championship. Up first, it's time racing, and here comes David Olford in Velociraptor, known around the sport as Too Tall, one of the most accomplished crew chiefs in the sport, now behind the wheel of Velociraptor in a great run, tight corner, 10.047 for Velociraptor. Up next, it's Rockwell Red, Zach Jensen, the cousin of Paul Jensen with Team Throttle Monster, out to prove a point here as Team Throttle Monster making a name for themselves on the independent circuit and in Monster Jam. Rockwell Red now into the straightaway. Zach Jensen wide on the turn, has to hit the brakes across the finish line. Some big air, 11.774 is the time. And now Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, the Monster Jam co-rookie of the year, and the champion on Arena Championship Series East, now trying to make even more of a name for himself here in his rookie season, an exclamation point, so to speak. And he hits a popper off the back end of the ramp into a stoppy 10.238. Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune. She started her career in the arenas, now on stadium, so here tonight back in the arena circuit. And Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune, beautiful turn over the finish line. She goes 9.791, a great time for Caleb Blood. Travis Mowry in extreme attitude. He spent the 2022 season behind the wheel of Rockwell Red, representing Team Throttle Monster, back in extreme attitude. His brand, his identity, wide on the turn as to straighten up across the chalk he goes, and 10.559. That turning box just getting destroyed here throughout this time racing competition. Here's Elvis Linus. Earlier this afternoon, missed most of the event with some truck issues. Now back trying to get some redemption. He goes wide, has to cross thread across the ramp, and he gets a great score. 9.276 is his time. El Toro Loco with a great run. And now Bernard Light, one of the most charismatic superstars in Monster Jam. Megalodon at the line. Great start here from Megalodon. Now tries to slow it down to get around the turn. The turning box is gone. We had to replace that. And now here goes Megalodon trying to straighten the truck up across the ramp, goes over the finish line, 11.646. Here is Dalton Winder in Jurassic Attack, another representative Team Throttle Monster. This robotic body on Jurassic Attack, brand new to the sport. Great to see Jurassic Attack back in Monster Jam. Winder goes a little bit wide, comes across the finish line, and 10.622 is the time. And that means that Elvis Linus gets his redemption. He wins racing. And let's go downstairs to Keaton Stewart and El Toro Loco, our racing champion.
Congratulations, Elvis. I just want to paint the story for the fans who don't know, because first event in Vegas, you take the racing win. Second racing competition in Vegas, and your motor blows out. And when you're a driver, I mean, that's got to be such a setback. But you came back, you got the first 8 points of the night. I mean, overcoming that, how do you feel?
You know, it feels really great, you know, but I'm not done. This is just the beginning, man. After missing this afternoon's event, I was super bummed out, man, because I had so many fans out here ready to see the Toro Loco get crazy. So many kids out here telling me they want to see me drive, man, and that sucks to let them down, man. But thanks to the crew, guys, we got this truck ready to go. As you guys saw, we're running on 8 cylinders, baby. What you guys think about that?
You know what, you mentioned that crew. We've got footage of your motor that they've now replaced. You've got that truck ready to go. Like you said, is that Team El Toro Loco keeping you running. Now we've got the next competition, the Great Clips 2-wheel skills coming up. I mean, what can the fans expect from you there? Man,
you guys can expect some crazy things. Like I said, this is just the beginning, man. This is one of my favorite competitions. This is where I like to get crazy. Last week, or I should say yesterday, I put this truck up on 1 tire, man. I'm gonna try to replicate that. I know it says 2-wheel skills, but I need you guys to get crazy, man. ¿Dónde están mis latinos? Cuando yo salga con esta troca, necesito que se pongan locos, ¿ok? Hay que enseñarles que aquí hay la raza latina. Let's go, Las Vegas!
Thank you, Keaton. So 8 cylinders of madness for the Crazy Bulls. We take a look at our first BKT overall point standings of the event. Elvis Linus 8 points with his win. Caleb Blood with 7. David Olford with 6. And Weston Anderson with 5 to round out our top 4. 3 more competitions remain. Up next is the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Our fans will be judging here as each driver gets 2 attempts at their best maneuver on 2 wheels. The fans looking for creativity, skill, and execution as Travis Mowry in Extreme Attitude takes his truck over the pod. 4.691 is the score to beat. Now Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack with a brake check sky wheelie on the first attempt. Now skying up over the pod, trying to get a technical move here. Gets a stoppie right into a nose wheelie. Nice catch there. Trying to back it up into a moonwalk. 7.542. That is now the score to beat. Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack takes the lead. Bernard Light in Megalodon out next. Now up onto the pod. Coming off slow, looking for a stoppie. Does not get the back end of the truck up. He tries again here in reverse stoppie position for his second attempt. And again, not much there for Megalodon. So Bernard Light trying to make something happen here. 2.272. Jurassic Attack remains on top. Zach Jensen of Rockwell Red sideways off the sky wheelie attempt. Nice air. And now second attempt, another sky wheelie. Does not check the brakes. Gets a popper on the back end into a stoppie. So a combo move. 7.485 is the score. Here comes Kayla Blood in Soldier Fortune. She's got the truck balanced right where she wants it. Backs up now over the double log stack. And she will now hit the throttle, accelerate a little bit, trying to get some air. Not much on the jump, but she does get a stoppie here on the back end of the combo into a moonwalk on the side and on the roof of Soldier Fortune. That is enough to wow the fans. 8.317 is the score, and your new leader is Kayla Blood. Now next, David Olford in Velociraptor. Great nose wheelie. Goes right off of that lid of the pod and then into the nose wheelie. Now sends it back into a moonwalk. And David Olford full control over the truck. All the way back up. Going to try to take it all the way down. And he gets there. Second attempt here for Velociraptor. Slow on top of the pod right in the center. Now going to try to reverse it here. So reverse position here for the truck into a reverse stoppie now for a wheelie. He gets it, gets the drop, and then right back down across the side. 2 great moves, and the fans love it every minute of it. Take a look at the super glue. Glue to the action replay. 9.371. Velociraptor now takes the lead in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Here is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger now trying to take the lead away from David Olford. Going into a stoppie, catches it into a nose wheelie, and now he's got the truck right where he wants it on a dime there, edging it back closer to the pod. If he's going to go up the ramp, he's got to straighten up those wheels. Not enough room there, but a great catch and a nice save for the Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year. Now into another stoppie comes Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Take a look at those red headlights now just facing that dirt. And he's got the truck up at a perfect angle. Now going to try to get it all the way back up to the pod. Doesn't like what he's got, so he goes back down. Now he's just got to hit it a little bit. Control here is the name of the game. Hits the dip. The hood comes off, and all the way back down goes Gravedigger. So a great move for Weston Anderson. Take a look at the super glue. Glue to the action replay. 9.739 is the score, and Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, your new leader in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Here comes our time racing winner, Elvis Linus and El Toro Loco. Just missing chunks of that body now. Nothing there on attempt number 1. Going to try again. Gets a nice popper right into a nose wheelie, makes the catch. And now he's got the truck stopped on a dime on this dirt. Elvis Linus is one of the best in the business at this competition. Look at the way he's got the wheels turn. He is crab walking this thing now in moonwalk position. That is one of the hardest moves in Monster Jam, and he has got it dialed in. Elvis Linus now on the edge of that ramp, goes right back down, turns it the other way. So a reverse crab walk. This is absolute precision. Back down on all 4 BKT tires. Take a look at the super glue. Glue to the action replay. That score from the fans in Vegas, incredibly low for what we just saw. 8.168. Weston Anderson wins the competition and the dance moves as well. Let's send it back down to Keaton Stewart.
Weston Anderson, you stood on this pod earlier and said it was your first win here in Vegas. You have now doubled, tripled all of that, proving yourself as a huge competitor in this competition. How do you feel taking that win?
It feels great. You know, I know all you Vegas fans, you watched my dad for 40 years. I'm just here to keep the legacy going, baby. What do you guys think about those moonwalks right there? That was pretty cool, right?
Now, I just got word from the production team that you are tied for first place. It's a 4-way tie. That means the next competition is really gonna mean something, which is the donut competition. But you kind of have a little sweet spot when it comes to that. You've got a little bit different than everybody else. Will you tell the fans what they can expect?
You know, all these trucks, they come out here and they do the donut the same way. They turn to the left. My sister, she's up here in the crowd somewhere cheering me on. I started watching her do donuts. She does it to the right. It makes the truck go so much faster, and it's something else for you guys to see. I also take that Gravedigger steering wheel that I got, and I hold it out the window for you fans to see. So just watch out for whenever I come on the track, because it's going to be completely different from everybody else. Hey, are y'all having fun yet or what? I know I am.
Weston Anderson possibly auditioning for Dancing with the Stars with that moonwalk attempt. Let's take a look at our BKT overall point standings after 2. As Keaton mentioned, a 4-way tie at the top. 13 points for Elvis Linus, Caleb Blood, David Olford, and Weston Anderson. We are halfway through here in Vegas. 2 competitions remain. And up next, it's the donut competition against fans in attendance judging, and they're going to base it on number of revolutions, momentum, and execution. And Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune trying to throw one down here to start us off. Finds a sweet spot, gets the truck rotating. 7.483 is the score to beat. David Olford in Velociraptor now. He's got that truck low. Look how low the back end of Velociraptor sits. That is absolute perfection. And David Olford round and round 7.031. Bernard Light in Megalodon out next. He's got to chomp his way through this rough dirt at the Thomas and Mack Center. Now he's got it right where he wants it. Nice rotation. The front left wheel up off the ground. 7.560. Bernard Light is the new leader here at the Donuts. Here comes Elvis Linus and El Toro Loco. A big shot at the event championship tonight. Won the time racing competition, fell short in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And now a great donut for El Toro Loco, 8.003. So Elvis Linus taking the lead here in the donut competition. Next up, Zach Jensen in Rockwell Red. Gets a slow roll here on the far side of the track. Now trying to make something happen in the donut competition halfway through the night in Las Vegas. Great lineup here, trying to keep the event championship from getting back into the hands of Gravedigger, as it's done so many times throughout the year. 7.797. And speaking of Gravedigger, here comes Weston Anderson, goes over that ramp on the pod. And as he mentioned, the right side donuts, the right turn, shades of his dad, Dennis Anderson, as well as his sister, Kristen Anderson, who is here tonight. And he has got a beautiful donut, excellent execution for Weston Anderson. 8.858, that is enough to take the lead. And Gravedigger now leads in the donut competition. Dalton Wider at Jurassic Attack now out. Representing Team Throttle Monster finds a nice spot there. He's got the truck on way back. Look at the dirt roosting up against the tarp. 6.907 for Jurassic Attack. Travis Mowry in Extreme Attitude. Would love nothing more than to walk out of here with a overall event championship. A donut win will go a long way in trying to make that happen. 8.374, great score, but not enough to take the lead. And Weston Anderson does it again. Aiden Young.
And you're a man of your word. Go for it.
Man, I'm a little bit out of breath right now. I just ran all the way down that tunnel. But you Las Vegas fans, I cannot thank you guys enough. You know, I've said it every interview, and it's because it's coming from my heart, baby. You guys have always been there for Gravedigger, and Gravedigger will always be there for you.
Like I said, a man of your word. One more competition left. We have the freestyle competition. What can the fans expect?
Man, that Gravedigger truck has been looking too pretty this weekend. I did a backflip earlier, and then I went crazy afterwards, didn't crash. You guys are probably gonna see some carnage because we are fighting for points right now, and I'm bringing that Gravedigger truck to the top, baby. Who's ready for freestyle?
And the crowd hyped here for freestyle. Let's take another look at the BKT overall point standings. Weston now takes the lead at 21 points. Elvis Linus with 19, Caleb Blood with 16, and David Olford with 15. Travis Mowry in 5th with 13 points. One competition remains. It is the pinnacle of a Monster Jam live event. It is freestyle. These drivers 15 seconds to complete his or her run in order to qualify for a score. Fans once again judging in attendance. They want to see the drivers use all the obstacles on the pod, be creative, throw in some wow moments, some big air, maybe even a backflip here tonight. And out first, representing Team Throttle Monster, it is Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack. Now, Dalton had some success earlier this season coming into these arena events, won some competitions, but that team out of Ogden, Utah, Team Throttle Monster, really starting to show who they are. Paul Jensen and Mike Christensen with Vendetta, Jurassic Attack, Velociraptor, Rockwell Red, building an army out there in Ogden, Utah. Dalton Widener, one of the most promising young soldiers here as he drives Jurassic Attack now around the track, goes deep on the turn right in front of the tunnel, back up onto the pod, and now trying for some technical moves. Here's a stoppy attempt for Jurassic Attack, nails it, tries for the moonwalk up on the pod, maybe a small wheelie, modified wheelie on the back end, now coming back around, little cross-threading action, goes sideways over that big lip on the pod, and now once again deep into that tunnel section, back over the pod goes Jurassic Attack. Let's take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. The Sky Wheelie 5.791 is now the score to beat here in freestyle. And Elvis Linus again with redemption on his mind here in Vegas, wasting no time over the double log stack where the Sky Wheelie comes up short and takes advantage of it into a wheelie on the backside of the combo. And again, beautiful Sky Wheelie gets a pogo bounce on the back, flips the front end of the truck all the way back down, gets it on all 4 BKT tires. And now Elvis Linus feeling something good here. Brake check again. Some big air, put together a nice run so far. Young driver out of Houston, Texas, was a super fan of Monster Jam. Just kept coming around, trying to do everything he could until they said, you know what, let's give you a shot. Let's send you to Monster Jam University. And now one of the most promising young superstars in the sport. Beautiful execution, gets the stoppie right into the moonwalk. And he has got the truck absolutely in perfect shape to take it back up on that pod if he wants to. That's exactly what he's going to do. Gets the dip, pogo bounce all the way across. Smoke coming out of the Crazy Bull that will not stop Elvis Linus. You know, Elvis Presley had a phenomenal run in Las Vegas. Well, Elvis Linus having a phenomenal run in Las Vegas. 8.932. Elvis back in the building. Zach Jensen and Rockwell Red wasting no time. Huge Sky Wheelie. Maybe the biggest air of the night so far. Gets a great landing. Cross threads over the tire stack. Now catches it right on the lip into a one-wheel stoppie. And Zach Jensen showing off his technical ability right over the double log stack. Goes up again short, lands it. Nice vertical Sky Wheelie, beautiful angle there on the truck. Sets him up for a nice landing straight over the pod now. Just going right back in for another stoppie. Doesn't get the back end up. Some big air just short of the landing. Now Rockwell Red trying to go back again to the other side. Again, hits the back end, clips the tires. Beautiful save for Rockwell Red. And a whip action. He might run out of luck here. He does not. This is an incredible display of drivers just catching it at the right moment. 8.080. I'm not sure how he kept that truck on all 4 tires, but he did. As freestyle continues in Las Vegas, here comes Bernard Light in Megalodon. The former Marvel Universe Live stuntman who played Spider-Man and came onto the scene in Alien Invasion. Now with Megalodon, a bicycle into another bicycle. Sky Wheelie lands it. Megalodon now swimming in the dirt back on the other side of the track. Another wheelie combo on the landing. Bernard Light was on Arena Championship Series West for the 2022 season, so a lot of competition on that series with David Olford, Brandon Vincent, and Tristan England. He more than held his own, winning a couple event championships for the first time in his career and trying for a stoppie. Gets it briefly into a nose wheelie. Now Megalodon trying to spin around here, makes something else happen. Goes right back over the double log stack all the way across the pod and then back down across the other side. Let's take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. There's that bicycle on the right side, then back onto the left side, 7.052. And here comes Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune out of Lafayette, Louisiana. the former high school hurdle superstar, still holds a Louisiana State high school hurdle record. One of the best athletes in all of the sport, male or female, it doesn't matter. She can beat you any given night in any competition. Had her first stadium freestyle win of her career earlier this season, and has just really been making a name for herself. I know I say that a lot, but when you have these young superstars here that are in fields with a lot of veterans, you know, that's what you got to do. And look at the backflip attempt here for Kayla Blood, and she absolutely nails it, lands it beautifully, and continues the throttle. Did not waste any time, shifted right back into gear, and she is not done yet. Here comes a donut, body parts laying everywhere from that truck, and Kayla Blood going to continue this freestyle run back up over the pod, and that will finally do it as we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. There's the backflip. 9.334. Kayla Blood takes the lead, and there's some push-ups just showing off for the fans here in Las Vegas, Nevada. What a run. You hate to follow that, somebody has to. Here comes Travis Mowry in extreme attitude. Travis Mowry in a big family of Monster Jam truck drivers. His father-in-law, Darren Miguez, a legend of the sport, just retired earlier this year. His wife, Kaylin Miguez, now at home, stay-at-home mom, as Travis now tries to continue his long lineage of Monster Jam family wins, and he's done a great job. Drove Rockwell Red earlier this season on a tour, now back with extreme attitude, his namesake, his IP, and I know that means a lot to him, but what a year he has had for Team Throttle Monster. Extreme attitude now back up over the pod. Now just trying to keep it upright. Sometimes when you have these multi-event weekends in one city, sometimes it's okay midway through just to park it into the stall. That's exactly what Travis will do as we take a look at that great brake check. Sky Whitley 5.350 for extreme attitude. And now David Olford in Velociraptor takes center stage here in Sin City. Lights always shining bright here, and they are shining bright on Too Tall right now. A beautiful brake check Sky Wheelie for Velociraptor. When he joined Team Throttle Monster, he was behind the wheel of Jurassic Attack, but they just unveiled this beautiful new Velociraptor truck. It fits him perfectly, and David Olford going to come up short here in freestyle. 4.801 is the score. And now Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. He's won the last two competitions. He is in the driver's seat for the overall event championship, and he's going to try to take a freestyle win here. Some nice moves. Comes up short. Look at the angle on that truck. Kept a small brake check, kept him going. That's what won Ryan Anderson a World Finals championship at the high jump competition. Doing that brake check at the right time, keeping the truck technical, and getting it all the way down on all four BKT tires. Kayla Blood has the lead after a huge backflip. And now Weston Anderson coming off slow. This could be a stoppy attempt. He gets the back end of the truck up. He's got to catch it, and he does. And right there, stops it beautifully. Now edging out into a nose wheelie. And here comes the moonwalk attempt. He's got to hit right onto the pod and right back down. Tried for a wheelie on the back end of that combo. Not much there, but still a great move. The youngest son of Dennis Anderson, Weston Anderson, had the most phenomenal rookie season in Monster Jam history, building on that with each and every event here in Las Vegas. And what a save as the back two tires clip on the pod, and he saves it right into a nose wheelie and continues his run. Now this is that ragged edge Gravedigger style, just throwing the truck into the ground. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. 8.356 is the score. Kayla Blood will win freestyle, but Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, a phenomenal event overall, and he's going to take the event championship as we take a look at our final BKT overall point standings by 1 point. Anderson wins with 27, Elvis Ladas 26, Kayla Blood with 24, David Olford 16, and Travis Mowry with 15 to round out the top 5. Let's talk to our event champion, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. He is down on the track right now with Aiden Young.
It was a stiff competition tonight here in Las Vegas. You had 27 points. El Toro Loco was right behind you with 1 point. Soldier Fortune had 3 points right behind you. How did you manage to stay on top?
Man, you know, consistency is key in this game. Hey, you Vegas fans, I'm going to say it one more time. You guys got me this win, and you guys made this truck what it is. You guys made Monster Jam what it is. I love you guys. and I hope to see you guys for many years to come, baby.
Yes, they helped you with the win, but also the men and women behind the scenes, your crew. What do you have to say to them?
Man, Anthony, I love you, buddy. Thank you for keeping this truck together for me. You know, if it wasn't for him, this Gravedigger truck wouldn't be going. And if it wasn't for all the other crew guys and crew girls, El Toro wouldn't be going, because it blew a motor up earlier today. So everybody give all the ladies and the men in the back a round of applause. If it wasn't for them, y'all wouldn't be sitting in these seats today.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep that going for your overall event champion, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
Thank you, Aiden. So in a town where the Andersons have won many championship trophies, you can add one more to the list. Weston Anderson taking the overall event championship. Make sure you follow us on social media at Monster Jam, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure you check out monsterjam.com for more from Arena Series in 25, as well as other exciting digital content, and to get tickets to Monster Jam events near you. For my co-hosts Aiden Young and Keaton Stewart, I'm Scott Jordan. We'll see you right here next time on Arena Series in 25. Good night.